Okay, we'll do the bollards next. So the base plate I've already cleaned up. I did the bauxite bead on the bit, and the bottom of the bollard itself. So I've bored a couple of holes to line up with the plate in MDF, again just to hold it. And then as usual, we'll just apply the flux to where the solder is going to be. And we're going to use solder paste, so just apply around the outside. So we'll just apply the heat now. It might take a bit of time just because of the bollard's quite a large mass of brass, but we'll see how it goes. There we go. Not sure if you saw that, the solder flash off. And again, that's quite nice. We've got a nice round bead. Wee bit of excess there. Just maybe see if we can clean it out. Oh yeah, that's fine. So I just have to try and lift this up without bending the base plate, because I don't want to. Okay. It's looking good. Okay, so that's the mold done now. So we've got this hatch, or some kind of deck hatch here. So what I was going to do is hold this in there like that and then solder the top on this way. But it needs to be centered and it's hard to see, so I might just put it on that way and do it like that. We'll give it a go anyway. Can't get this, I was going to say, I can't get the solder paste to stick because of the flux. The solder paste actually has a flux in it as part of its components, but I still like to put the flux on just to get the flow. So it might be tricky to line it up because obviously it wants to slide about. So I'll try and press this down, kind of hopefully keep it centered. I'm going to come from the top and let the heat flow through the thing. Now I can see the flux burning off there, so it is working. And there's the solder going now. A wee bit off center. It's still very hot. Yeah, I could reheat it, of course. Oops. Let's see if I reheat it and see if I can slide it. Okay, so it's came off altogether now. Okay, so it's just sitting there, it's not actually soldered now. I think that's maybe a bit better. Okay, that's pretty good now. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. It's very frustrating trying to center it. The actual turned brass part also has a bevel on the top surface, so it's a bit like it's out of position, but I think it's pretty good. So these things here we can bend down. These are hinges. Of course, with them being on the edge, it's not very good for getting them flat. I'm not going to bother solder them because I might lose the position again, so I'm just going to press them down. I think that's going to be good enough. Because the disc or the hatch is bigger than the actual tan brass part, the hinges are a bit funny, but that's okay. We'll put that one down. I'll just stick it in here for the time being. So we just need to turn the dogs up now. And then there's one at the back that was sitting between the two hinges. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. It's not too bad. Okay, so that one I got done first time right off the bat, much better. So again, we'll just bend the hinges down. Okay, and bend the dogs up. That's done. Okay, so we've got 5 of these, I think they're chain holders. So you've got the main barrel there, cap, and 3 of these holders, I guess. There's 5 of them, there's 2 styles, 2 of them actually sit on a separate plate. So we'll do the caps first, and then we'll see about these chain holders. So the cap should be fairly straightforward. I'm hoping they sit perfectly flush, which they do, so that's good. So that should make positioning them a lot easier. Trying to have like a equal spacing around it was very difficult for the other one, as we saw. With it centered, I need to try and keep it centered. If I use some flux, that'll cool it down and lock it. Okay, let's have a look. Yep, that's looking pretty good. Okay, so that's that. It's pretty much centered. I'll just give it a wee bit of a brush, clean it up, but it's looking pretty good. Okay, so that's it cleaned up. I'm very happy how centered it is. Took a bit of manipulation, but it's there now. So I'll do the other 4 before we move on to the next part. So they're cleaned up now. So for 2 of them, I'm going to attach to this this base. Nothing different. So we'll just apply the heat again. Need to try and apply pressure without moving the top. Okay, so that's okay. Top didn't move it at all in this one. Top did move in this one, but I managed to get back into place. Okay, so it's now time to solder on these 3 little hangers. So what I've done is I've just put some masking tape around the barrels. The actual dimensions isn't that important. It's just to get them consistent heights. So the tape should help. So I made this for something else. I can't remember what. But what I've done is to try and make it a bit easier. Actually, I need to, these ones are different. So these 2 with the plates are handed. So what I'll do first. Okay, so hopefully this will allow me to solder them up. So I just put a tiny bit of flux on there. For these, I have to try and hold them, and I'll just put a tiny bit of solder paste on the short leg of the L. I have to spin this using the tape as a guide. Let's hold in position. So that's one on. Yep. Okay. Again, we just smallest amount of paste. Okay. So what we need to do is, there's two higher ones at 90 degrees to the one we've just done. So we can just spin this around. Okay, so it's certainly got a good solder joint because that's very stiff. This one here, this one I can turn. Okay, so that's another one done. The camera battery died while I was doing the last 3 legs, but that's them all done anyway. You saw the principle. They're not too bad level wise. Yeah, they came out not too bad. Slightly off in this one here, but yeah, look, you're never going to notice in the scheme of things. But okay, so that's that one's done. What I also did, but lost the footage, was there's this valve here. So turn brass with a hand feel. That was a quick, simple thing. And then there's 7 of these. You've got a little hand feel onto like a little pedestal. So you've got 3 of this size and 4 of these. Again, they're very simple. Okay, so, but there's more of these later on the build, so I'll show you how to do them then. But it was quick and easy compared to some of the other soldering we've done.